Thank you for joining us today on Groschel Homestead on this beautiful sunny day. Finally, a sunny day in the Catskills. So right now our next project on the homestead is pulling down all our peas. We're going to pull down all the vines. I have the kids here to help me. We're going to pull off every single pod we can find. The bigger ones will shell, blanch, and freeze for later. The thin ones we're going to eat fresh and some stir-fried later. After I get everything pulled out, this side I have cantaloupes hidden on the other side. We're going to attach those up so they can grow some great beautiful melons for us. And on this other side we're going to replant our fall peas. So same peas we planted, but this way we'll have two harvests, one in the summer and one in the fall. So there's really no easy way to do this. I just kind of grab it towards the bottom and yank them out. And then I'm going to set them over here to the side for the kids to go through. Just pull out big chunks like this. And have them start looking through the vines. And I want to get everything cleaned out. I'm not going to hurt any pea pods by doing this. I just like to could go through and pick all the pods before you do this, but I find that you get every single pod doing it this way. You can fine tooth comb through your plants and not miss any. So I do have to be careful right here because here is one of my cantaloupe vines. So here is one of these cantaloupes. I got some flowers going on it, and we're going to just attach that running up here once we get all these peas cleaned out. So now I got all the peas cleared out. Now I'm going to hook up my cantaloupes so they start running up and get out of this mess. And then that really helps with when it starts to make a fruit, doesn't have any rot because it's not sitting on the ground. I found these plant clips in the dollar store, Kingston, Honiana. So these work great. They clip around it without actually damaging the vine. And so put some gloves on because the vine is a little prickly, but you're just going to loosely let it clip and hang, and eventually I won't have to clip it because it will hook on, keep climbing up all by itself. But to get it trained to go back up, this is what we're going to do. We've got multiple vines here, so a little bit to untangle. That's all right. Just going to keep clipping until we got them all up. You can see it's got lots of flowers, so hopefully that means we'll get quite a few cantaloupes out of these couple of plants. I think I have like four plants here. So now I have this section of peas pulled out. And as you can see, I have my broccoli tucked in behind. So I want to put fresh peas in. So my poor dirt here needs to have a little refresh. So I'm just going to add some fresh, nutrient-rich dirt to it. And you're just going to mix it into your old dirt. Once you do that, just flatten it all out. Break up any of the crumbles. Okay, and then all I do is just take my hand a single trench down here. And just have any peas will do. I do the sugar snap, that way I can eat them fresh in the pea pod, or shell them and cook them up in some soups and whatnot. All you're gonna do, just spread a bunch. Peas are pretty easy, you don't have to worry about like, am I spacing them properly? They seem to do well whether they're crowded or not. Once you have that all done, just cover them right up. Just water them, and then by the time my broccoli's done and ripped out, the peas will have plenty of room to grow, and then I'll be able to collect a nice fall harvest just before the last frost. So another spring plant that can be pulled now and then replanted with seeds, that way you have a late harvest, is lettuce. This romaine lettuce, we couldn't keep up with eating it, and as you can see, it's starting to bolt. So some of these leaves are still going to be good. They might be a little bitter. That's fine, it's not going to hurt you. And then I'm just going to yank all the plants and replant new romaine seeds. And then behind them I have my green beans starting. So you can already see some green beans going on here. And they're going to just take right over this trellis. They're a little behind last year, not sure why, but probably all the rain is not helping. So if you haven't started a garden yet this season, you can do it now. You can grow stuff like lettuce, broccoli, your peas. There's still some time for some green beans, and you can get a harvest right before the first frost, anywhere between the end of September and October. So get out there, dig up a plot of dirt, and throw some seeds in. The last thing I'm going to harvest today is the broccoli. Just take some scissors or garden scissors, and I'm going to cut the head off. So I have my head here. Sometimes they only get this big because what they'll start to do is go to seed right here, which we don't really want. So I'm going to cut this off and I'll show you the difference. Oh, hello little friend. So as you can see right here, this one's starting to yellow and give off flowers. This one isn't. You want to harvest it before it starts going to seed like that. Then leave the plant because it's going to start to shoot off little small little heads off to the side for a little while, and you can keep harvesting them. Those are great to just cut off and cook up fresh in whatever dish you're making for the night. Then when you're done with them, you can just yank them up and replant if you want, or just yank them up and replant again next year. Thanks for joining us this week, and I hope you enjoyed the episode of pulling and replanting midsummer for a nice fall harvest. See you next time.